All right, Sagittarius. What I can see immediately here, you're dealing with breaking some kind of cycles this month. Some kind of transformation, breaking cycles. And it looks like it's connected with some kind of injustice, something not being fair or being very unbalanced. So let's see, so in your past we have justice reversed, which is either something unfair or unbalanced. It's difficult to say currently, but this is really kind of like shaken you up. I would say kind of made you depressed in a sense, because the Queen of Pentacles usually kind of makes me think like she talks about self-care and nurture, and in the reverse it kind of makes me think about depression. It also talks about work-life imbalance, so this could have something to do with possibly work as well. That something at the workplace or your career didn't really work out necessarily in the past. Maybe something unfair. Maybe some kind of in and out energy game kind of happened, and you kind of got caught in the crossfires, so to speak. Currently you're trying to let go of some kind of fear and attachments, and it could very well have something to do with this past situation, whatever it was. You're trying to overcome the cycle, whatever it is, because you realize that this is something that has been repeating. Because your lesson for this month is some kind of transition, a very fundamental transition, because you have the Four of Wands reversed, and Four of Wands reversed usually talks about transitions. Something needs to change. Something is just not working, and it needs to change. You're also advised not to start something new. You're advised not to start something new right now. So wait it out and work on this situation, whatever it is. So if you were thinking about just moving away, starting something new, you're actually advised to not do it, to delay that. And there is some kind of transformation that needs to happen with the Death card, which is your challenge. And also in the desires, we have the Tower reversed, which is also talks about resisting to changes. So you're currently resisting, like breaking this cycle, changing and transforming something, because the lesson is also about transitions, changes, some kind of changes and some kind of status quo. But this status quo needs to change, because in the past it was the Justice reversed, and currently it's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And your highest self is the Knight of Cups reversed. So this definitely has something to do with emotions and your family patterns. Childhood patterns is Ace of Cups reversed. Sagittarius, are you bottling up your emotions? are you bottling up your emotions? It looks like something is not working out. Some kind of situation that you're in is not working out. It's unfair, it's unbalanced, but you're not saying anything, are you? I see that you're trying to let go of this pattern, which is very good, because in your current personal issues, you have the devil reversed, which is a very, very good sign that you're trying to overcome this. And I believe you will be able to overcome it. It looks like you might be afraid to speak up about your emotions, to speak up about being unhappy about something, possibly because maybe something bad happened in the past, in childhood. If you did talk about your emotions, especially when you did not like something. So this entire situation, it looks to me, has been brought into focus for you to overcome this childhood fear of basically talking about your emotions. But let's look a bit closer here at that Ace of Cups. Let's see. So we have 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Star reversed. It kind of looks to me, yeah, that there were some kind of Alright, sorry about that, Sagittarius. My cat just decided she needed attention. Anyways, we were talking about the Ace of Cups, which is your family childhood patterns. And it explains there the 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Star reversed. It looks like you were not really, maybe perhaps allowed to voice your emotions, your needs, your desires. You were kind of like, there was a lot of possibly external resistance, which kind of taught you to internalize all of your wants and needs. So you're kind of, it looks like you're going through this cycle again. On the back of the deck card is the 8 of Wands, which is the card of action and communication. So I think that back in the day, in the childhood, in your family, possibly you were not allowed to have needs or desires or talk about them. Because you, as a Sagittarius, you're supposed to be very free, very forward-moving and optimistic. But here we see the Star reversed, which is like pessimism, which is a depressed Sagittarius. Pessimism is a depressed Sagittarius, and Sagittarius becomes depressed when Sagittarius loses its freedom, because Sagittarius needs to be free and independent, and that includes free to talk about their emotions, desires, and needs. And I can see you're working really, really hard right now to let go of this cycle, of this kind of unhealthy, in a sense, unhealthy childhood attachment. And you understand that you need to let go and forgive this and kind of like shift the perspective and transform. But it is difficult for you, which is why the Death card is your challenge, and the overall card for the reading is the Wheel of Fortune reverse, because Wheel of Fortune reverse talks about breaking cycles. And the way you break cycles is by making this transition here, which is the 4 of Wands reversed and the challenge Death card. And deep down in your heart of hearts, in your desires, you know it, but something is still resisting it. But I would say the answer will come through sort of kind of enlightenment, because the Tower reversed also talks about enlightenment, and your highest self is the Knight of Cups reversed. So the way how to overcome this is by expressing your feelings, because this is the entire reason why the Four of Wands reversed has happened. Maybe this is with your birth family, from where this suppressed emotions come from, or maybe this is a new situation that has happened recently. But this is a callback to a very old childhood pattern where you learned, or somebody taught you, to never express your feelings, and this is what you need to overcome. And the universe is even calling you, do not abandon this, whatever the situation is. Don't start something new. Figure out how to overcome this block and express your emotions, because that's the whole reason why the unbalanced, unfair situation has happened, because possibly you have not even told people around you, or not being even honest with yourself, what is it that you need and want. Because it's possible, if it's an external thing, it's possible that the people around you are willing to give what you need and what you want, but they can't because you have not told them. So let's see. Let's clarify that Ace of Wands. Yeah, Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take, and like balance and generosity, and the Wheel of Fortune talks about positive change. And currently you're kind of in this King of Wands reversed energy, and that is what you kind of need to turn around. Basically take control of the situation, but in a good way. Because the King of Wands reverse talks about somebody who's impulsive and ruthless, and that's basically also can be a Sagittarius reverse, where you just become so fiery that you become volatile. And this is something you need to change, because the reason why you might have these volatile outbursts is because you have bottled up all of your emotions. And the way you can fix this is essentially with that Knight of Cups upright, which is just going forward and expressing your emotions and needs. So we're definitely talking about some kind of cycle here. And this, I think, is some kind of really, really old cycle that you're trying to overcome here. Let's look at the Six of Cups reversed. Because you already kind of understand. Yeah. I think consciously you understand it, but it's just kind of difficult to kind of get over yourself, in a sense, because emotionally you're confused, which is making it difficult to move forward. Because I think there are so many emotions that have been bottled up over such a long time, that now that you maybe are even ready to communicate them, you just don't know where even to start because there's just so much. And because also you're not used to communicating your emotions, it seems overwhelming and confusing to the point that it just, again, kind of makes you volatile in a sense, like scattered, like your thoughts and emotions seem to me, especially like your, like, kind of like that passionate side of you is very, very scattered. So it kind of like makes me think of wildfire right now. And here at the back of the deck, we have Seven of Wands, which is the card of convictions and boundaries. So I think you understand that you need to kind of communicate possibly boundaries, but you just don't know how to do it because you lack the skill, because you never maybe did it back in the day. But you gotta start it somewhere, kind of like baby steps kind of thing. Let's look at that. Which card should we clarify even more? Let's look at the Tower reversed. You want to go forward and create the stability, but something is blocking you. Something within you is resisting it. And I think this is the emotional confusion. Essentially, it is very difficult for you to progress forward or make the first step, because you kind of don't know where even to start. But I think for you, I think you just need to kind of start a little bit with, a lot of cards just fell out. And the Sun card. One of the upright cards. The only one, actually. So I think you need to kind of nurture yourself, because your current energy is also the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which talks about a lack of self-care. And the Sun card falling out, I think the universe is urging you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, shine the light on the fact that your needs and emotions matter and they need to be taken care of. That includes you doing things that make you happy, nurturing yourself. And as you will start to nurture and take care of yourself, you will naturally kind of start setting boundaries with other people and voicing your needs and desires. So start small if you have to, small steps, and then it will just kind of unfold naturally for you. Let's see what the oracle cards might give you. So we have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature, and the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So yeah, this talks about, actually back of the deck we have Karmic Relationships. So if it's possible, maybe really spend some time in nature and kind of ground yourself, come back to your kind of center, and from there you will be able to kind of facilitate that courage that will allow you to be yourself, because essentially this is about you being yourself, because you suppressing your emotions, suppressing your voice, is precisely what is causing the instability in your life, because it's difficult for other people around to guess what you're feeling and thinking. People can't read your mind. And even if you have people around you who maybe don't have the best interests in mind when it comes to you. You still have to learn how to set boundaries and say no and stand up for yourself. And it starts with self-care, actually. So you would have the strength to fight back. And also, once you start taking care of yourself, it kind of becomes like automatic and natural to defend your boundaries, because you've gotten used to treating yourself nice. So after that, when other people will try to treat you badly, it will immediately trigger you into kind of like this self-defensive aggression. Well, maybe not aggression, but it kind of will put you in that mindset to stand up for yourself and your needs. Let's see, what kind of inspiration cards can we get out of this? In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So this is what we were talking about. The universe has my back and my fearless freedom lights up the world. So yeah, to me, it looks like you're kind of like depressed and kind of controlled, but you as a Sagittarius are supposed to be fearless and free, and that is what makes you you. So you're supposed to be like this free roaming, free running, independent person that lights up the world, because Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. So you're supposed to be very kind of like, I just see like horses galloping, and that's who you're supposed to be. But right now it seems like you're chained down, and you kind of like need to find that love for yourself, and this love for yourself will lead you to communicating, which will naturally kind of fix this imbalance situation that you're stuck in. So this is your task for January, is to speak up and communicate your needs and emotions and desires and create the very necessary shift in your situation right now.